So the 8th graders will be taking the NAEP in February, and the TIMS, they haven't set the date, but it was sometime between April and May, the end of May.
How is Jamestown
It's gonna be somewhere in between the
We
curriculum.
don't know.
On behalf of
Just
Commissioner,
look.
yes, maybe she
Please
selected us.
inform us.
This is, you know, this could be
An honor.
an honor that she selected us because she wants Rhode Island scores to be high.
There you go.
I like that.
And the SAMS project is gonna take that TIM score right
Exactly,
over.
exactly. The downside of this is we don't get the
Right.
test back for our kids. We'll get the Rhode Island test
Well,
and
the other
the aggregate
downside
test,
is
but,
wartime, right?
and, yes,
And the
yeah,
other,
it is.
and the other side to that is 8 has regularly covered, they also have science in the spring.
And a
Or
tech
grade
one.
8.
And a tech one.
And
too.
to have the tech literacy, so grade 8 really gets hit with testing, there's no question about it. And they're so good, because I remember the NAEP person from last year, she said, the kids are like the best kids, because they bring their own people in for NAEP, and they administer.
And they bring the technology as well.
But our kids try so hard to really work through it, and when they go into some schools, the kids just blow it off. But it is a lot of testing for
It is
grade
an
8s.
awful
So I'm gonna let them know grade 8 up front.
Right
They're gonna
away.
they're gonna have a lot.
Would you
that
prefer to
year.
be deselected
they're
for this
healthy.
anyway?
I don't think.
I think it's
that's
exciting
exciting.
though to sort of, even for me, to get a look at the TIMS, because that really was the trigger for us in science and math to go, holy smoke, America, we are in trouble. This was a number of years ago when we started seeing where we ranked, and we have come up, the United States has come up overall. But it was a trigger point, so it'd be kind of neat in that sense to say, it's kind of cool, because it's an widely used international test, so it'd be interesting. See how our kids even feel about
Will it be in
that.
English?
Yes, sir.
It does
It'll be
say that
Chinese.
our participation is required by the commission.
Thank you.
The last time I saw a letter like this, it was from the Selective Service.
And another exciting development is, I invite y'all to come and visit our offices, because last week Lou and his team completed the installation of dividers in the office. We have been planning for what would make our offices more efficient, and we decided the school office really needs to be a school office, and not sort of, you know, with all of the traffic that goes in and out of school offices and central office. We wanted to separate those and to try to make each of those offices as professional and efficient as possible. So there was money voted in the capital plan a couple of years ago, and we hadn't used it. We've been trying to figure out how we could do a project cost efficiently. And Lou came up with an idea, a plan. I think it's going to work great. People are very happy with the way it looks, the way it feels, and the way that it's going to operate. So stop by and see it. Gwen definitely needed a bigger space than she had. So Deborah now, we've taken the big office space and divided it sort of from back to front toward the windows. So one side is now, and there's a door there, that's the Melrose School office. The other door that comes in is now the superintendent, the central office operations. And Deborah's desk is right there. She will also serve as receptionist, so we don't have people just coming in wandering down to our offices, and that she will ask them, you know, who would you like to see, and can you have a seat, let me call down and let them know you're here. I think that it will feel much more professional than it has in the past, and stop some of the interruptions, especially in the business office where people just wander in, and when you're in the middle of numbers and concentration on, they've been doing software conversion and everything, and even though they put up a sign, do not enter in training or in, but we're very pleased about that being accomplished, so please come by and visit us and tell us what you think. And that's it for now, except that I remembered what my correspondence was, and it's the letter from Teresa Pavley that you have in your packet saying that she received my letter regarding the legislation, the binding arbitration, and a nice note on the bottom saying let's get together. So I'm going to jump over the summer. That's it. And the principals are on vacation. And they did
Take July off. I just wanted to know. that we want to continue that tradition of not doing principals report. Okay?
Give us a song.
We're here.
You have to tell a joke or.
We have
Something
something
planned for you
for
next month
August,
that we
though.
hopefully are gonna be able to pull off for a little
I
bit
know,
of a
we
funny
couldn't be so
principal
serious
report.
tonight, so,
I know.
we would have blown it.
Well, the anticipation now.
I know,
Vacation
I
this
know.
week, and so,
We changed our meeting date, by the way.
Oh.
August 26th.
Okay.
26th, yes.
Okay.
August 26th.
Oh, good.
Give you an extra week to work on that choreography.
To work on your monologue.
Thank you.
Who's going to the date?
Appreciate it.
Now remember,
You'll like
no
it.
fireworks inside the
Let's just
building.
hope we remember.
But singing and dancing, definitely recommended.
Like, no, that's, yeah, in charge. I will never step on that, ever.
All right, committee reports, and since most committees are inactive over the summer, this will be short.
Very
Sis?
short. Lawn Sit will meet next week, Thursday, the 22nd at 10 a.m.
Not so much for Melrose.
Nothing?
A lot for Lawn.
Nothing from Melrose?
I got nothing. I didn't miss anything, did I? From
your
Melrose
city
City.
hasn't met.
We always meet at the last week of August.
Okay.
There. Last week of August.
CLAC,
Fish the chair.
Hasn't been a meeting that I'm aware of.
facilities,
We met. We met. We did, well, I wanted to give you a report because we haven't had one in a while. And Marcia's already mentioned the office retrofit in Melrose. I have not been over there. Lou and I just met the other day. Generally speaking, we are under normal summer maintenance schedules. And some of the things that have been reflected in our capital budget over the years here, we're trying to get into, actually accomplished, we looked at the 2009-2010 capital budget. A great deal of it has been accomplished or is in process right now. I know everybody's excited that the sewer ejection pumps have been refurbished and replaced in some cases.
sewer ejection pumps?
Yeah, what happens is it turns out that you actually want it. Well, you don't want the sewage just to kind of hang out down in Melrose. You kind of want it to get where it's supposed to go.
Underground.
It has to go
versus
uphill
through.
to the sewage treatment area. So, yeah, I know.
As we're injecting.
It was failing, and if it failed, we would have had to close school.
Yeah, because you don't want your sewage not being ejected.
Also, the ejects in the right